Lachey performed at Miami's Bud Light Super Bowl Music Fest on Saturday, and after meeting Demi Lovato backstage, she decided to come up and perform their song Speechless with them. Here's them practicing backstage beforehand.
Speechless. You already know that you're my weakness. After all this time, I'm just as nervous.
Kelsey Ballerini shared an acoustic cover of her favorite song right now, pop artist Lauve's song Changes.
Changes, they might drive you half insane, but it's killing you to stay the same, yeah. But it's all gonna.
Maren Morris has had to stay away from a food that she really loves during her pregnancy.
One food thing that's been tough to enjoy that I've kind of stayed away from during pregnancy has been any sort of seafood. I used to love salmon and any sort of like fish dish, and recently I just can't smell it without like getting sick.
I'm Morgan number 2. That's your skinny.
I don't bet often, but I did bet the Super Bowl yesterday. Mostly because Eddie's got me on this app.
Yeah.
And it was already there, and I was like, I'm watching it by myself. I'd been away for the last few days shooting American Idol. Flew back in right about time the Super Bowl was starting. And so I texted Eddie. I said, hey, I'm about to take the Chiefs. I'm about to bet Patrick Mahomes wins the MVP. And I'm going to bet that he thanks the city of Kansas City first. And Eddie's like, that's a dumb pick. And I was like, well, we'll just see. Who knows?
I thought he'd go God first.
Well, I won all the bets. I woke up. I made so much money last night. And I posted my bet slip on my Instagram story if you guys want to go see it. Just go to Mr. Bobby Bones on Instagram. You can follow me and see my story.
I told you when you bet this. He always wins. He has like the best luck ever.
I told Eddie, you guys want locks? You should come to me.
That's true.
What does locks mean?
Like 100% sure wins.
Oh, you locked it in?
I didn't. I just told Eddie. And I did. I was talking about it though on Twitter and I posted it. But
wow. I mean, that's
game.
quite the prediction though. You even got who he was going to thank first.
Again, I just knew that the city of Kansas City was. And I had seen him thank people in the past, Patrick Mahomes. And the Kansas City had a team, a win of 50 years.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So I was like, well, he's got to thank the city first. So anyway, let me tell you, pockets a little thicker this morning, boys.
How much? Are you going to tell us?
It's on my Instagram story.
How much you bet?
Yeah.
You put it up there? Well, then just say it.
Did you see how much, Eddie?
Yeah.
How much is it?
Is it a lot?
I mean, it's, I bet dollar bets. So, yeah, for me.
I don't want to pull out my Instagram.
You know,
like,
I'm not going to say it on the air.
Okay. All right.
It could sound braggy.
Money.
Okay.
Money is a weird thing to talk about.
Yeah.
But I'll post it on Instagram.
Wow.
But it's not a weird thing to post about, apparently. Ray, did you see my clip, my thing?
No, I'm going to check you during the commercial, though.
All right.
Did anybody else bet and win anything, or everybody else losers?
I won, but I bet $50 on it. So
Eddie posted the national anthem, and then he was like, "This is she's gonna sing over," and when she started, she was singing quick.
I know.
She was like, "Oh, say, can you see?" I was like, "Eddie's out on this one."
And I heard a music track in the background. I'm like, that's it. She's not good. Because I figured she would go, do her little runs.
Mm-hmm.
For sure, it's going to be over 2 minutes. It's like 150.
Well, congratulations to the Chiefs. By the way, we did pick our teams. We thought we'd win the Super Bowl before it all started. Is this my clip? Go ahead.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go with Kansas City.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Kansas City. I think Kansas City wins Super Bowl. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow.
What's up?
That's
what he does,
impressive.
Amy.
I know.
Well, it was fun. The game was late. It was a good game. The commercials were good. Like, sneakily good.
Yeah.
There were a lot of really good ones. The halftime show was really good. If you're judging the halftime show just based on if they were singing live, well, you probably didn't love it. But if you're basing it on how entertaining and dancing and fun it was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
I would give it an 8 out of 10. I tweeted this last night. I like it when they turn their mic up in a moment so they can talk and then turn it back down so it seems like it's all live.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what happened? Because
sure.
I did not. Shakira didn't really do that, but then J-Lo did. So I was like, wow, J-Lo's live. Shakira was lip singing.
They were both. Listen, if you're dancing,
I know
it's hard to sing because you're like this.
I just really felt like J-Lo was in great shape. I mean, she is, but
Lady Gaga beforehand was like, they better not lip sync. And then they did the lip sync because there was so much dancing. And then she had to get on Twitter and be like, hey, great show. Because then people were like, Lady Gaga said you guys suck. So I don't care.
It would sound terrible.
Just entertain. That's the name of the game. You don't have to sing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of components that go into entertaining.
If you're playing instruments and you're not dancing around a lot, sing. If you're doing that, you almost have to lip sync. And who cares? What are we talking about? Who are we to be like?
All I know is that Shakira's 43 and J-Lo's 50, and they look amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I was like, what? Okay, whatever they're doing, sign me up.
What they're doing is being very rich and having trainers
it.
and food. And I did see where her and A-Rod are going to get married, though.
He was so cute on Instagram. He was so proud of her. He posted a video from the field, like jumping around, and he was like, "You killed it!" Like it was I like them.
How much of the game did you watch?
All of it. But I mean, I wasn't dialed in, but I was in the same room with the TV on the entire time, basically.
Anybody at your house, or are you guys just chilling?
Oh, it was my sister. She came in town, and my dad, and then my husband and kids. But my husband had to wake up at like 3:30 for a flight, and then I wake up like sort of after that. So we were like, okay, game's over, go to bed.
Well, and I probably would have crashed too, but I needed to see if Patrick Mahomes is going to thank the city.
Yeah.
The city. And then when he did, it took a minute for them to pay me out last night. But I woke up this morning. It was like,
Oh, that's the best. When you wake up and you
but
won.
now here's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to lose it back.
Nah, don't out with that attitude.
Did I just cash out and have him send me a check?
Yeah, that's how it works.
Once I see
And it's
how-
going to take about a month to come in.
Ray
Be patient.
bet on Trump like 4 years ago and still hasn't got paid.
Yeah, sometimes those prop bets, something like that, it takes a little bit of time. If you pick the score,
A little bit of time. Ray, you were 19 when you won your bet.
It's when he started his presidency. This is a long term.
And Ray said that to get paid, doesn't he have to complete his
Oh, my
term?
gosh.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you sure?
What happened?
Absolutely. That's what they told me.
So you're going to make thousands and thousands of dollars in November of this year.
Right after I get married. Correct. $40,000.
Wow. Wow.
There's no way. There's no way.
Right?
There's no way. I just don't believe it. We've been through this for 4 years where you're going to get paid and you never do.
You guys didn't believe the wedding either. So
That you were
But
going to
that's
get married?
fine. Stop
You can
it. Come
control
on.
that. All right, Dustin Lynch, small town boy, here you go.
dumb.
If you guys want to call
Not
us,
the
you
same.
can. 877-77-Bobby. 877-77-Bobby. We'd love to hear from you. On Instagram, Mr. Bobby Bones. Thank you.
The Bobby Bones Show.
Here's Amy's pile of stories.
Okay, so Pamela Anderson and some producer dude, John Peters, they have called it quits after 12 days of marriage. And Pam said they'd be very grateful for our support as they take some time apart to
Support.
to reevaluate their situation.
What do you learn in that 12 days that you didn't already know that would alter your life decision of getting married?
It's a good question.
Do you have
I don't
any
know.
idea?
I started to wonder this because I was going over a list of the top 5 celebrity marriages that are the shortest.
Okay, number 5.
Okay, Dennis Hopper and Michelle Phillips, 9 days.
Who's Dennis Hopper?
You know him if you Googled him.
He's an old actor.
Yeah.
Older guy.
But I don't know.
I don't know.
Who does
Okay.
he look like?
Was he in Superman's? Like early Superman's?
Oh, I see him. Oh, okay. He's kind of like got a little goatee. He's kind of gray now, but he's old school. Rebel Without a Cause.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It just says that. All right, what else?
Cher and
I've never even seen her. I'm like, oh, Rebel Without a Cause. I don't even know what that is.
That's an old one.
I just saw that and went, oh.
Oh, yeah.
What else?
Cher and Greg Allman, 9 days.
What year was that? Like this 50s? From the Allman Brothers? All right, what else?
Carmen Electra and Dennis Rodman, 9 days.
Yeah.
Nice. What else?
Nicolas Cage and Erica Kioki, 4 days.
Again, what is it that happens that you don't learn that then in that 4 days, and all of a sudden does she just start farting after you get married and you're like, this is not for me? Like, is it, okay, go, or
I don't
maybe
know.
he does. Go ahead.
Or like alcohol's involved and it's not
Yeah,
like
but they
a-
probably already knew that.
But can you not get it annulled? I have 2 friends, Ross and Rachel, and when they got married,
they couldn't get it annulled.
I know, but they tried first.
Maybe these people tried. And I don't know. Did Britney Spears and Jason Alexander get an annulment? They were only married for 55 hours. Remember that?
That one, though, makes a little more sense. Here's why. If you get married and you've been drinking, you go, oh, we should not have done that. 12 days?
Yeah.
You've probably been sober for at least 11 of those days afterward.
Well, that happened to your friends, right?
Ross and Rachel, yeah.
Okay.
It's just weird because she had a bunch of stuff drawn on her face. The whole thing is a nutty situation. You know how Vegas does, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Is that it, Amy?
Yeah. So yesterday was Groundhog Day, and I have what Puxatawny Phil predicted. And first of all, he didn't show his shadow, which means that means there's an early spring. And so that's something. But the other part of the story is that PETA wants to replace the groundhog with a robot.
Because they actually could, Because it's not like the groundhog comes up and goes, well, I saw my shadow. The animal comes up and they look and see if the shadow is there or not.
Yeah. So they want an animatronic groundhog because they feel like this puts the real groundhog under great stress.
Well, the groundhog doesn't know what he's doing. I don't know what's happening with that animal. I don't know how good they're treating him or if they can just put him in the wild.
I'm sure he gets treated amazing.
But is it better to be treated amazing by humans or to be put in the wild and live a normal animal life?
The Super Bowl.
Because they're not domesticated.
Yeah, that's true. The Super Bowl commercial about this, for Jeep, did you see it last night?
Groundhog Day commercial, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, we laughed out loud at that one.
I just saw USA Today voted it the best commercial.
Really?
Oh, really?
I just felt like you didn't love that commercial unless you had seen the movie.
Yeah.
The same thing with the cartoon one last night. The what's the cartoon? Rick and Morty. I watch Rick and Morty, so I thought it was funny, but unless you watched Rick and Morty, you didn't really get the Pringles. You didn't really get that commercial.
Oh, I probably didn't get it at all
I guess
then.
I didn't get it because I don't remember.
Because I thought it was really good, but it's like Groundhog Day. If you didn't watch the movie,
Okay,
you probably
so
didn't get the commercial.
That's where my dad was laughing out loud at that one. Probably because Groundhog Day, that movie was more, he was probably picking up some of that. Like, I thought it was good, but he laughed out loud, like hard at that commercial. Maybe you're right. Something to do with the movie. So a bar is getting some backlash because they have a controversial promotion going on. They are giving discounted Corona beers for as long as the coronavirus is going on. So the longer the virus stays, the cheaper your beer is. And people just think that's a really insensitive way to get people to come to your bar and drink because like 130 people have died from this virus.
Well,
Your thoughts?
People die of a lot of stuff. I just think it's fine. Everybody needs to stop worrying about backlash. Whenever backlash is affecting how their business, then they'll probably stop. Right now it's probably front lash because we're talking about it on the radio. I don't even know where the bar is, but it's not hurting anybody.
Yeah, I'm not giving them promotion.
But it's not hurting anybody. Right. I don't care. I have real life things that I care about, not this. And I wouldn't get on Instagram and be like, hey, butthead. I just would move on with my life. If you're upset about something that isn't hurting anybody, how about you just move on with your life? Now, if they were hurting someone, if it were a difference, I think I would probably have an opinion. Here's my opinion. I don't care. I don't even remember the story. That's how little I care. I don't know what story you told, but I remember I didn't care when you told it.
Okay.
How do you feel about that?
I prefer you remember stories I tell you, but it's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'm Amy. That's my pile.
That was Amy's pile of stories.
Now, Lady Antebellum, what if I never get over you? Our phone number is 877-77-BOBBY. Hit us up. Question, comment, feedback. All right, tell me something good comes up in the next 10 minutes. It's all about positivity. A group of students pulled their money together to get their teacher something really special. I saw this on Instagram, and I shared it with about 20 people because I was so moved by it. It's crazy. I know you're going to talk about it in a second. But I saw this video and was like, holy moly, that's a good video. It moved me. Last night during the Super Bowl, I cried twice before the game. I don't know what's wrong with me.
Oh.
Maybe I just didn't get a lot of sleep because I've been traveling the last couple days.
I'm tired.
But there are a couple things that hit me last night hard. For some reason, when The Rock was doing his announcements of the players, I started like getting teary-eyed. Wow. I don't know why.
Interesting.
I just think it's no sleep.
Yeah. But I agree, this story is emotional.
Did you watch the video, though?
I haven't yet, but, the TikTok one, I haven't seen it's the same one that's on Instagram, you say? Yes.
Yeah, probably a little longer version.
Okay,
yeah.
So it's emotional, for sure.
The Rock's like, and here he, and I'm like, man, it's a big deal. The Rock is
What did he say that was emotional?
What? It was like this big, because he was like calling him out in the pregame. He was like, and here he is. He's the people's champion. He's the people's tight end, George Good. And I'm like, I'm trying to get up right away this whole life. It's a big moment. I don't know why. And then when the kid was running out before the Super Bowl, and they did and he's running through, and all the players are throwing the ball. It's like Eddie takes the football out. There were a few times in that I was choked up. When he stopped in front of Tillman's statue was a big one because, Tillman he left the NFL to go fight for the military and died in combat. And he stopped there, and then him and all his other kid friends ran out. And I was like, I can't remember that the whole life. What's wrong with me, man? All of a sudden I get a girlfriend and I'm super emo. Is that what it is?
Maybe you're in touch with your emotions.
Okay. Amy's Tell Me Something Good next.
Yes.
It's time for the good news.
With Amy.
Tell me something good.
Oh man, there's a video. It's on TikTok, Instagram, on news stories. Like, it will bring you to tears because this Nebraska teacher had his shoes stolen, like a pair of Nikes. And then he gets a card from his students and he starts reading it. And then he opens up the package and it's a pair of Nike Zoom basketball shoes. The kids all pitched in like $115 and gifted the shoes to the teacher. And it just like, he had to take off his glasses because he started crying. And it's just really special because he must mean a lot to the kids for them to pitch in and do that after his shoes were stolen.
I was so moved by this video, I sent it to like 19 friends. I was like, watch this guy cry. It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's Sports Center has it up on their feed. We'll put it up ours on Facebook too. And all the kids come in to hug them. I get into these videos. There's another one I watch where the coach is like, all right, everybody come in. It was senior night in high school. And the coach is like, we're going to do something special. We're going to make our manager dress out. And all the guys are like, yeah, and they jump and whatever. And I'm like, well, that's cool. Then you slide to the next video and he gets at the end of the game and he crosses the dude over and the dude like stumbles to the side and he jacks up a three, nails it. And the whole student section comes running on the floor.
Oh, that's awesome.
Like they come pouring, which by the way is probably a technical, but still they come pouring out of the stands and they're jumping all over this manager. Again, I was like, ooh, what's wrong with me? All I want to do is cry all the time.
I know. There's something about seeing young people being caring and compassionate and loving to, someone like the manager or their teacher. And as a teacher, that's just got to be the best feeling ever. Like, I've connected with these kids. They see me as more than just their teacher.
Gives me hope.
Yeah.
Because I don't know there's a lot of it right now, to be honest with you. All right.
It's true.
There you go.
That was Tell Me Something Good.
Let's go!
Hey, coming up in the next 15 minutes, our first draft of 2020. We will be drafting favorite kids' toys. And Morgan, number 2, will have the first pick because she won the whole round last time. And I guess everybody's in. No one's sitting out the first round.
Oh,
There's
great.
also a new rule we're putting in place that I will share with you. New season, new rule.
Oh, boy.
So we'll share that rule coming up, too. First, let's go over to Amy and get the morning corny. Here we go.
The morning corny.
What does one icicle say to the other icicle before leaving?
All right, what's one icicle say to the other icicle before leaving?
Bicycle.
All right, there you go. Thank you.
That was the morning corny.
We're going to play Luke Combs, When It Rains, It Pours. He'll be coming by my house tonight to do a Bobbycast. So subscribe to the Bobbycast. It's an hour-long interview from my house talking about life and music. So he just came back from SNL. Going to play him right now. Luke Combs, Bobby Bones Show. Here you go. We will be doing a fantasy draft coming up of our favorite kids' toys. And because there is often controversy, we are now bringing in a referee for every draft, and it will be Scuba Steve. He will be in studio with a whistle. And if there's ever any sort of foul or cheating or someone that drafts something that's not officially in the category.
Do we have an issue with that at times? Oh, okay.
What do you mean? Where have you been the last 100 drafts we've done?
I guess I don't know.
He will be coming in.
I just feel like it's okay. It could be a little aggressive with the whistle, but
If you're going to have a referee, then
Don't
whistle.
cheat.
Yeah.
There you
You
go.
don't want to be aggressive, Dawn, then don't cheat.
Okay.
That's what I say. So we will do that in the next segment. We'll come back and do favorite childhood toys, and that'll be what we draft. And Morgan, number 2, will have the first pick. Anything you want to say? What's your first pick going to be, Morgan, number 2? You want to tell us?
No, I think I'm going to wait, but I feel pretty strong about this one.
Huh.
oh wow.
Coming out pretty good.
Is it a Furby?
Oh,
No, but that's a pretty good one.
Ooh. Okay. Is it a Hatchimal?
No,
Oh,
no.
all right. We'll come back and get going with the draft in a second. 877-77 We bring you back after months and months of waiting. It starts next.
Follow Bobby on Instagram.
At Mr. Bobby Bones.
All right, we're about to do our first draft of 2020. What happens is we throw a theme out there, and then much like the NFL does, and I guess this all started with fantasy football was about to come up. And I was like, hey, we should do like things we like favorite drinks, funniest people. And we played for like 6 months or so. And Morgan, number 2, won the championship last season. So today we will be drafting favorite childhood toys. Now, Scuba Steve, our executive producer, is sitting in the studio. He will be the referee. And here's his whistle. If there's a flag on the play, he blows his whistle.
Gosh.
Awesome. Okay.
It's not going to be annoying at all.
But I mean,
What?
I just really don't think
what
we're going to
constitutes a
commit that many
flag?
offenses.
Well, if you draft something that's not lit, because last season we'd have people would draft things that weren't actually in the category, and so he would blow the whistle. Someone can challenge it. He'd blow the whistle.
Okay. Can we have him in here for all games?
All right,
Busy job.
Morgan, number 2, you have the first pick. Are you ready? With the
ready.
childhood toy draft.
Oh, gosh.
And there are 6 of us, and we'll do 3 rounds each, and you vote at bobbybones.com. All right, Morgan, number 2, go ahead.
I think I just have to go with this. I played with them all the time, and they're still around, so I have to go with Barbies.
Solid pick.
It's good.
Barbies.
Real good.
Raymundo, you have the second pick. Go ahead, draft your favorite childhood toy.
I'm going to do LOL surprise doll.
Ooh, that's a good one. Doll or ball? What is it?
It's a ball.
Did you say ball or doll?
He said doll.
It's okay.
Do you want to make it ball?
No.
I don't
Ref?
even know what that is.
Ref, he
I
said
think
doll.
you meant ball, right?
Let's go with ball. It's the thing because you open it, it's a big
Yes.
surprise.
Yeah.
But is there a doll in the ball?
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, I have the next pick. I'm going to go with Legos, which I'm so excited. They're sitting here.
That's
in
a
the
good
tree.
one.
So good.
Yeah, I'm going to go with everybody loves Legos.
Mhm.
Amy?
Mr. Potato Head.
Oh, 1940s. You're going back to the 40s.
Oh, shoot, is that not
the,
good?
The toys of the 40s. I like that.
Is that not good?
Meemaw's childhood. That's
I
good.
love that one. Oh, no.
Amy, I'm just giving you a hard time.
I really...
Amy's like, I'm gonna take
Whistle him.
I'm gonna take the ball, and there's a cup on the ball, and it's on the stick, and you.
That's you know the one you catch on?
I almost went with Slinky, so I didn't.
Hey, don't worry, Amy. Slinky's on my list.
Shoot. I really thought
Amy's
that was
like, I'm gonna take the butter churn.
Amy, the kids still love Mr. Potato Head. You're good.
I personally love Mr. Potato Head.
Lunchbox.
Jeez,
Oh, dude, American Hero. G.I. Joe. Mr. G.I. Joe, the American Hero. That's a good one.
Eddie,
Oh, I'm going to go with one of my favorites, Bones. My Little Pony.
are you really drafting that? Or are you kidding?
Yeah, no, I'm dead serious.
Okay.
I'm not
Can
going
you
for
please
votes.
make fun of him now?
No,
Because
you are
said
going
thought
for
he-
votes.
I thought he was being funny. You're really drafting
I'm
My
being
Little
dead
Pony?
serious. My number 1 pick, My Little Pony.
All right. Woo! Well, I can't wait
don't
for your
even-
strawberry shortcake pick next.
Whoa, what's wrong with that?
Wait, I don't even have My Little Pony on here.
Let's look at everybody's first round. Morgan number 2 with Barbie. Ray with the LOL surprise dog.
Yeah, dog, doll.
Doll, ball. One of them.
I have Legos. Amy has Mr. Potato Head. Lunchbox has G.I. Joe. And Eddie has My Little Pony.
I mean,
All are
Mr.
great
Potato
picks.
Head's
Right.
not sounding so bad now, is it?
all are great picks. Be sure to get Light Bright next.
That's a good
That's
one.
a good one, dude.
Had it on.
It's a real good one.
Wait, kids love Light Bright.
I know.
And I loved
Yeah.
Light Bright.
Great.
Okay, Legos.
I mean, you
kidding.
can't make fun of Lego
I know.
because Lego is solid.
I'm
I mean,
joking. It's
All
good.
right.
wish I
Eddie,
could.
you have the next pick. Are you ready?
Yes. I'm going to go with something really big that we all love to collect. Beanie Babies. Hit it. I don't know what you're hitting.
Hit it.
That's the vote.
there like
Hit the
a
vote button.
clip?
Yeah.
Hit it.
So, shit. Okay.
Dang it.
Okay. Lunchbox, you have
Oh.
G.I. Joe. Your next pick is?
Yeah, every kid loves this. When they get one of these and they feel independent, they feel like they've made it. The bicycle. Guys, the bicycle gives you freedom and lets you go explore the neighborhood. The bicycle.
Right.
Okay.
Next.
So, I'm
What?
starting to think maybe I shouldn't do the radio flower wagon.
Dude, it's follow your heart, Amy.
Amy's going with all toys from the 20s. Like if the Pilgrims had it, she wants it.
Right when toys came out.
Amy's like, I'm going to go with a nickel.
I'm like, maybe my mind wasn't in the right place when I was making my
Marbles.
list.
Marbles. Jacks.
Oh, yeah, it was Jax.
The card game Old Maid.
Oh, man. Okay.
All right, Amy, your next toy. Go ahead.
Tickle Me Elmo.
That's a good
one,
pick.
Amy.
That's a good
Yes.
pick. Dang, I didn't even have that one.
Real good one.
Thank you.
Dang. I'm up next. Yeah. So, if the first pick was Legos, I want to go with because Legos like guy and girl. I'm gonna go back in time though to like the late '80s, early '90s, and go with my buddy TR, Teddy Ruxpin. Boom. Thank you.
Oh, Teddy Ruxpin.
Hit it.
3, 2, 1, go.
Hit it.
Oh, man. Okay, next up, Raymundo. Go ahead.
I'll do the Nerf gun.
Solid.
It's lasted 50 years since it was invented.
That's good. Morgan, number 2.
I'm going to go with Hot Wheels.
Dang it.
Okay.
That's weird.
Why is that weird?
She has Barbie and Hot Wheels. Like, she's covering all the bases,
She's
guys
winning.
and girls.
Why is that weird, though?
Well, I
You're gonna
just
win.
figured that's not your demo, but okay.
Oh, and My
Eddie,
Little
you
Pony
got My
is.
Little Pony.
Yeah, I went straight other demo. All women.
All right, here we go. Morgan, number 2, has Barbie and Hot Wheels. And now your final pick, Morgan, number 2.
Ooh, okay. I mean, I still like to play with this with my niece and nephew. Play-Doh.
It's a good pick.
That's good.
Oh, it's really good.
She's dominating.
Raymundo?
Nintendo Switch. Every kid's playing it right now before school.
I have Legos and Teddy Ruxpin. Kids' toys. I'm up. Well, what are you thinking about over there?
I have a lot. I'm
Yeah, me
choosing
too.
from.
I have
just
so
don't know
many.
what era I want to go with.
And I'm not gonna throw back to like a Rubik's Cube because it's too old.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's too old.
Good to know.
You
Yell at
scratch
me.
that
I
off,
don't know.
too.
You guys can. I'm just talking through it here.
Well, yeah, because. Oh, but do you have anything super old?
Well,
Teddy
no,
Ruxpin.
the Teddy Ruxpin's like from the 80s and 90s.
Mm-hmm.
And because of that same reason, I'm gonna go ahead and sit in my lane. Ooh, I don't know, cause Cabbage Patch Kids. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with another 80s classic. Amy, you're up.
Okay, let me cross off Cabbage Patch.
Oh, did you have that? I didn't even have
did.
that on mine. It just came to my heart
Oh,
out of nowhere.
well, you must have felt it from my heart.
I think so.
'Cause I was,
You have Mr. Potato Head and Tickle Me Elmo.
yeah, and then I guess Game Boy.
Good pick. I have that up here. That's a good one. Ray, good pick on the Nintendo Switch too, because that was the one new one I was gonna think about. Probably would have drafted
I
that.
didn't think about doing anything new, but I don't know.
Lunchbox?
Oh, yeah, we loved to play with these when we were kids. Gets everybody wet. It's called a Super Soaker water gun.
Good.
Super Soaker, yep,
Eddie?
good.
I'm gonna stay in my lane.
What is your
What
lane?
is your lane? You
Yeah.
have no lane.
I guess I have Beanie Babies, My Little Pony. So my third one will be Care Bears.
That's a lane. You've created a
one.
lane now
I've
for
created my
sure.
lane, I'm
You
staying
Yeah.
in
are definitely
Care
marketing
Bears is
Yeah.
a toy?
Yeah, Care Bears.
me and my sister,
Yep.
basically.
Huh. Okay.
Okay.
Can I get all the things up? I want to read them back. All right. There we go. You guys all feel good? First draft back? Eddie.
I don't feel great, but
Well, Eddie, you did it to yourself.
I know. It sounded good on paper.
Scuba Steve has a whistle in his mouth
But
at
he
any
hasn't
time.
even had to use it.
I can't see everybody's selection, so I would read them. Oh, here we go. Finally got them. Here we go. Morgan number 2 has Barbie, Hot Wheels, and Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Raymundo has LOL, Surprise Ball, Nerf Gun, and Nintendo Switch. Yeah! Interesting. There's a clash there of themes. Raymundo's is pretty new, and Morgan number 2's is pretty old school novelty. I have Legos, Teddy Ruxpin, and Cabbage Patch Kids. Amy has Mr. Potato Head, Tickle Me Elmo, and Game Boy. Lunchbox has G.I. Joe, Bicycle, and Super Soaker. And Eddie has My Little Pony, Beanie Babies, and Care Bears.
That's right.
Now, what we'll do is we'll put them all up at bobbybones.com in the
They're
next
all good.
10 minutes. And you go and vote for your favorite team. Don't just look at your favorite one because it's easy to draft the first round. Look at your favorite team and pick the person you think should be the winner. Okay, there we go. Everybody feel good?
Yeah.
Feel good?
Yeah.
Jordan Davis singles you up, Bobby Bones Show. I want to go over and talk to Josh in Florida, who is on the phone. Hey, Josh, what's up, dude?
How are you? Hello, studio.
What's up, dude?
So I got a quick question. Every great fantasy game comes with a punishment for the loser at the end of the season. Have you thought about adopting this?
It's just too much. If you lose the round, you sit out. And if you finish in last place like Eddie, who last season was the worst drafter ever, Mike D did the results from last season. Eddie, you were by far last.
Wow, I didn't realize it. Thank you. Thank you for bringing that.
And so
That was
it's just
so last year, dude.
just embarrassing, and that's punishment enough, right, Eddie?
Yeah, and then Morgan number
Yeah.
2 has the belt sitting right next to me, the championship belt, which I wasn't very close to getting that, so that hurts.
Yeah. So, I don't think we're gonna do a punishment for overall season. It just hurts to be because it's very important to all of us.
Yeah.
So no.
the best punishment I've heard is last year for a fantasy football, they made their losers sit in a Waffle House for 24 hours, and for every waffle he ate, he got 1 hour off his sentence, which I thought was brilliant. So.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Maybe we should do that. It switches my mind like that. As of right now, there is no punishment for finishing last in a season. So, again, the humiliation is enough because we play this so publicly. And everywhere Eddie goes now, people give him a hard time.
Yeah, no, seriously, my kids tell me all the time that, like, the kids at his school make fun of him for my picks. So that's terrible.
We didn't really
Yeah, today's going to be the same thing.
We'll put them up at bobbybones.com, and you can vote and see which team you like the best and vote on them. Appreciate that, Josh. Gives me something to think about for sure. Probably not, but something to think about.
Thanks, guys. Have
All
a
right,
great
bud.
day.
See you later. Call us 877-77-BOBBY if you like. We would love to talk to you. I got a couple things coming up we're going to get into. Number one, a little drama over the weekend because of some messages on Instagram. I haven't talked about this with any of you guys. But it upset me a bit. So I'll talk about being upset a little bit. And usually it doesn't affect me that much, but I got affected a little bit.
Oh.
So we'll talk about that coming up. And also, these people at the movie are drinking their drinks. They're in the movie, drinking the drinks, watching the movie. And all of a sudden, they find out something was accidentally, finger quotes, put in their drinks.
Uh-oh.
Have you guys heard about this story?
Yes.
No.
And I'm like,
That's horrible.
accidentally?
I know. I
We'll,
don't know. How
we'll
this
do
happened.
both of those stories coming up next.
Hey, the Bobby Bones Show.
A little drama on Instagram over the weekend. As I was just dating my now girlfriend, I didn't share, and I haven't shared people that I just would date a little bit because a very select few listeners would do stuff that would make me uncomfortable. Go to their page, go find their parents, and it would just be, and it's not most of our listeners because most of them are really awesome, but it's a few of them that would make it kind of uncomfortable for everyone. So a long time ago, I just decided I'm not putting anything public until it's like for real.
For real, for real.
So as soon, I said on the show a couple weeks ago, I said, hey, I have a girlfriend now. I've been dating for a bit and went from dating to girlfriend. And I was like, man, I'm not going to post anything yet. And so I finally reposted a story of hers. But it was just me. She wasn't even in the story. I posted a story of hers of me because I thought I would nail a pretty good funny high kick. And I was like, well, this is funny. Posted it. So people started messaging her. Well, there were just some listeners sending her some really mean messages.
What?
I know.
Why would they do that?
It's just a numbers game. I don't think most of them were.
No, yeah. But
And just factually inaccurate stuff, too. Also, here's the thing. Let's not send her a message telling her what other exes she looks like. Let's not send her a message telling her that I have multiple girlfriends.
What?
Right. All of this was happening, and it just isn't.
So how did she handle that? Like, does she text you, call you, and say, hey, I'm getting these messages?
We talked a little bit. It's just uncomfortable for her because she's never had something like this happen.
Oh, right, yeah.
Where she had dated someone that's so public and talks about their life. So I try to find a happy balance.
But 0% of her was like, I mean, she knows that it's just listeners that don't know what they're talking about. And they're being like, no part of her was like, so they're saying you have other girlfriends. Do you?
I don't think she believed it.
Okay,
no,
good.
but
Yeah, because she shouldn't.
it's just a whole new world to be opened up to where she's like, wait,
Right.
what? Because I was like, I did date people, then it's like you have to have these conversations that you must have. But it's like, no, it's not true. She never believed it was true, but then I just felt guilty it was happening to her.
Right.
So that's all. So I will start to post pictures, and I did link her. She's still private on Instagram. But I just ask that everybody be nice.
Yeah.
Or I'll just shut it down and not share.
No, you need.
I
well,
know.
I mean, I think people would prefer that you share.
Well, I have to share. I can't live my life fully and hold things back because I can't remember what I'm holding back for the most part.
When do you see her again?
Thursday.
Oh, are you excited?
Yeah.
Like you feel it?
Yeah.
That's good.
Uh-huh.
You like that feeling?
Yeah. I mean, it's uncomfortable for me.
But you're leaning into it.
Yeah. I feel pretty good about it. Yeah, it's weird. I feel really good about it. I know it's weird to feel good about
Do you
it.
have therapy this week?
On Tuesday.
Perfect.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll get some therapy in, then she'll arrive on Thursday.
I definitely am more open to anything and everything than I ever have been. I think this is the first time I've been pretty healthy going into a relationship going, well, who knows where this could go? It could be an amazing, amazing relationship.
Whereas other times, what did you go into it as?
Ain't no way this is working out, even though it was great. I mean, like, I'm just, I dated.
I mean, and that's like, you were like, let's just use an example of the one girl you were with for 4 years.
Mm-hmm.
You had that? Like, you just kind of, why do you keep going out with somebody?
Because it was, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the
awesome.
answers to
Okay.
these questions. We dated for 4 years and I moved to Nashville and I was like, nah, I don't think it's time to move. And then we broke up and it wasn't my best moment, but I wasn't there. I wasn't comfortable with that.
And now you're there. Do you think?
And she lives in California. She's from Oklahoma, but she only lived in California for a little bit. But I think I'm good with it. Like, I'm open to everything. Go ahead, hit me with something.
I don't know. I mean, I guess I'm just curious, like, do you have thoughts? This might be too much.
Go ahead.
Because I know you probably don't ever let yourself, but I know your therapist was like, you handle things backwards. Like, some people are like, oh my gosh, I'm probably going to marry this person. Whereas you're like,
Well,
and then
me,
you
it's been a
gradually get there.
gradual. It's been my therapist called me the Benjamin Buttons of relationships because when I date somebody, I'm like, this is never going to work. Let me list the ways.
Right.
And then I slowly feel like, oh, wow, this is going good.
Okay. So has your brain even gone to like an imaginary, you're married to her?
Sure.
Oh, okay.
Well,
What did you imagine?
Well, I mean, I didn't plan the wedding in my head.
What did you imagine? Paint the picture, bud.
That's good though. Like
That's great.
because I think you have such control over your brain that like I don't see you ever really letting yourself imagine that.
Did you call her about my birthday?
No.
Oh.
Are you telling the truth right now, Amy?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought we talked about this.
I know, and you were like, well, I need to call her. And I was like, okay,
well, I
go
mean,
for
I
it.
do, but I mean, yeah. Yeah. We got 2 months.
That's true. But this is going to be
Exactly.
the biggest birthday bash ever.
Yeah.
So 2 months may maybe not be enough.
I know, but see, how do you see yourself celebrating 40?
Big, massive.
Big birthday
Yeah.
bash or like
Yeah, Hootie and the Blowfish,
intimate?
hopefully.
Okay.
Plan.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Anything less?
Don't even bother.
Just don't even wake me up. I'll just wake up April 3rd and be like, well, I'm ready to go. I'm 40 now.
Have you imagined kids with her?
Yeah.
Wow. Y'all would have cute kids. Have you imagined that part?
No, but she's 28.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's a good age for me because I dated a few 25, 26-year-olds, which is too young for me. 28, you can get together, you can do whatever. You got a few years before you have to start pumping out babies if you do get married.
But yeah, you said 28 to 70 was your wheelhouse. Okay, but you found some. Okay, and then I saw on Taylor Swift's like fan pages on Instagram. You know, she's got her boyfriend, but she's not very public with it at all. But in the documentary, a lot of fans were saying, "Oh my gosh, wow, she's really happy," and some people were wanting to like post a bunch of stuff about them. But I saw fans, like other fans, talking to the other fans, like, "Hey guys, we got to rally together and protect Taylor. We got to protect this for her. She needs this." So maybe that's what we do with our listeners: is we rally them to protect you.
And they
Because you
have
need-
been.
You need this.
But really, like 95% of them have been
Yeah.
very protective of her, and I appreciate that.
Yes.
But some are like going deep dive and finding like family photos and like posting them and like, this is our cousin.
What?
And it's just like, that's not cool.
Yeah, that's weird.
And her and I've had the talk. She's like, listen, anything about a relationship, I'm good with it. I wouldn't date you if I didn't want you to do what you do. But for her, the weird stuff is like, but my mailman didn't ask to be made public.
Do you think she'll ever come on the show?
I think, eventually, I'm sure if we're together a long time, I don't have plans. For the first time, I don't have plans like, all right, let's bring her up. How do you feel about the fight last night? You know, I don't plan on that right now. Being a little sensitive to that.
Mature.
Thank you. Very mature these days.
Very more mature.
Mhm.
But one day we can have y'all up
Anything
and
else?
do the
Eddie, anything?
dating game.
Yeah. When is everyone going to meet her?
You've already met her. You
Nah,
spent 2 days
not me,
with her.
not
We
me.
said everyone.
But I felt like we were on the road, so it's like I had to meet her because she was there. But when are you going to bring her to the house and we'll have a dinner? Everybody can meet her. All
Yeah.
that.
It's a lot of pressure. I did because she has family and I've met her brother and it's great.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I don't have family that I'm like, hey, meet my family, except for basically you and Amy and my dog. So Amy's next. You want us to just come by this weekend? You gonna be home?
yeah, we are.
Okay. Just Bring her by.
Pop in.
I'll put a bow on her and be like, here she is. Yeah, so that was the drama. Let's just be nice. If I do post her, let's just be nice.
Yes.
Because
we need to protect this.
Yeah. Because it's actually going pretty good.
I'm excited that you're excited for her to come.
Yeah, she's cool.
She seems cool. I've only...
She's cool.
I've been following her on
Morgan, number one,
Instagram for a minute.
is like, wants to be best friends with her. So that's a good sign.
Yeah.
That's people that I'm with a lot traveling.
Yeah.
Wants to be best friends with her.
Yeah.
Okay, we're done. We're done in this segment.
Okay.
Sam Hunt, Ken Folks, Bobby Bone Show. If you want to hit us up, you can. 877-77-Bobby. I thought that generally speaking, the commercials last night were pretty entertaining. Some people get mad that they put the commercials out before the Super Bowl. But the reason you buy a commercial to be played on the Super Bowl is that you want to reach the most people possible, right? And if you can reach the most people by going, these are Super Bowl commercials, click here to see them ahead of time, great. That's the whole purpose of it.
Yeah.
So I have no problem with you putting commercials up wherever, whenever, as Shakira would say.
Whenever.
Wherever.
But the halftime show was really good. Thought that was really good too. The commercial's really good. I think, again, when you go best, it just depends what you like. But I thought for a commercial that people were going to talk about the most today, which I see the most effective is spending your money, see if you can still get people to talk about it, would be the Tom Brady commercial. Because what happened was he posted on his Instagram a picture of him kind of walking out of the tunnel, and he was like, hey, thank you, New England. So everybody thought he was retired or thought he had left New England. That was like his goodbye picture. But then last night you realized it was part of a Hulu commercial where he's like, we got something to talk about. Things change. Everybody's talking about Hulu. And then he goes, I'm not going anywhere. So people are still talking about that today and talking about Hulu, which is the whole purpose. Like, how much exposure can you get for your $5 million?
Yeah.
And I think, although it wasn't the funniest, I do think that was probably the most effective at getting people to tweet about it and still talk about it today on Monday after the Super Bowl. So here's a little bit of that Tom Brady commercial.
They say all good things must come to an end. So to my teammates, my family, and my fans, you deserve to hear this from me. Hulu doesn't just have live sports. According to the script they just gave me, Hulu also has your favorite cable channels plus the greatest shows, movies.
So that was pretty good. People are still talking about it today. And did he announce that he's staying in New England in that commercial where he goes, I'm not going anywhere? You know, that's still a bit vague.
Mm-hmm.
But here we are going, what's he going to do? You like the Lil Nas X, Sam Elliott?
Yes. The Doritos commercial.
So hold on a second. Why did you like this one?
I don't know. It was one of the cutest ones, I thought. So they're in a, what are they, shoot off? What's that called?
Yeah, like a duel.
A duel.
Yeah.
There you go. And instead of like their guns, it's like a dance off. And when the other guy would do the moves, who was the other guy?
Sam Elliott?
Yeah. He was just like really funny to me. And then Lil Nas X got on his horse and galloped. And then Sam looked at his horse and his horse shook his head like, oh, I'm not doing that. And at the end, like Billy Ray Cyrus was in the corner on a guitar. And
give me just a little bit of this one.
Make your move, cowboy.
I got the horses in the bag.
Yeah, that's a pretty funny one. His mustache.
Yes, it did a little like centipede.
Ram Trucks has partnered with 80s hair band Maximus Steel to create a funny 10-minute music video highlighting all of Ram Trucks features. This didn't air at the Super Bowl last night, but it can be found online. Do we have a clip of this one? Here you go.
It has torque, split tailgate, 5.7-liter Hemi V8.
So it's like a complete 80s hair band thing. You can watch the full video on the Ram Trucks YouTube channel. Just search Ram Trucks on YouTube. So that's another. There's a lot of people creating content around the Super Bowl and the commercials too. You don't have to get on now to actually create really funny stuff. I thought the Boston, I don't even know what that car was. The parking thing?
Yeah.
Where they were all like...
It's smart
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
I
love the accent anyway.
Anything with people from The Office I'm into, and John Krasinski was in it, and he was like, yeah, park here. Smart park.
It's all right. He's got smart park.
Yeah. Did you see that one at all?
But my husband was talking about it. I guess I missed that one in the room because that was his favorite. He just told me the one with the guy from The Office.
Yeah.
I guess that's
the only reason I liked it too. Yeah.
It's time for the good news.
With Lunchbox.
Tell me something good.
Ooh, back in 2009, Chance was a baseball player for the University of Georgia when he was hit by a car, became paralyzed from the waist down. Well, he starts dating Monica 2008. They get engaged and they're going to get married. But He's like, man, I really want to dance with her at the wedding. I want my first dance. So he talked to two of his groomsmen. They practiced holding him so he could dance with his bride, surprised her at the wedding when the first song came on. They came up, picked him up, held him up as he danced with his new wife.
Yeah, it's a really great picture, too.
Wow.
Looking at it here, his groomsmen are on both sides of him. He's got his arms. You know how if someone's carrying you? Maybe I would compare it to if you either hurt your leg and they're carrying you off the field, or like you're drunk and you're like, oh, carry me. But they really have him propped up like that, and they're holding him on both sides, and she's like dancing with them up front. It's really a great picture. Man, that's awesome. All right, that's what it's all about. Let's talk about Raymundo's wedding for a second. He's been engaged for a couple months now.
Yeah.
Getting married October 24th. Was with his girl for 7 years, basically, before they got engaged. Big topic part of the show. Now he's planning his wedding, and he had to tell Amy who you had to call.
So I had to call my twin brother and just kind of talk to him about the whole situation. I mean, he's obviously coming to the wedding. His family's invited, obviously.
His family's your family.
I know. Yeah. It's a small chapel. I'm telling
His
you.
mom and dad are coming.
His family's invited. You have the same exact family.
We had to turn people down at such a small chapel. That's the reason. But anyways, I had to call him and tell him. Rumors were circulating that he was just going to automatically be a groomsman because he's blood and he's my twin brother and we were in the womb together. And I had to call him and tell him, man, I'm sorry, but you're not a groomsman.
Oh, wow.
His twin brother.
Wow.
That's cutthroat,
And
Ray.
then, okay, wow.
Some people were even saying he's automatically my best man.
Right.
Who says that? What if I don't want him to be my best man?
What
And
did he say?
Well, I just told him, I said, hey, man, I just feel like you don't give a rip. So I didn't want to fill one of the groomsman positions with somebody that didn't care. And he goes, oh, okay.
Do you feel like he was hurt?
A little bit, because my 12-year-old nephew is going to be a groomsman. So
are you closer to your 12-year-old nephew than you are your brother, though?
And I even said that. I said, yeah, the 12-year-old nephew at least fakes like he likes me. So, I mean, why not put him as a groomsman? My brother acts like he hates me. So my mom said, hey, we don't want people to get hurt because obviously the nephew is going to brag to my twin brother. So I just had to man up and call him on the phone when he was done with his lumber mill shift and tell him.
Was it one of those calls where you go, here it goes? Or was it just like chilling, not an issue?
No, it was here it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, it's just awkward.
Do you think that sometimes it takes a situation to bring to the surface some things that are going on? And do you think he may realize, oh, wow, like I don't really have a relationship with my brother. Maybe I should work on that.
Maybe. That'd be awesome. And he didn't invite anybody to his wedding. He just randomly went to the courthouse and got married.
I think that's a bit different, though, that he ran off. I know people that went and got married quickly without anyone with them. I think that's different, though, than having groomsmen and not putting you in. Like, I don't think they're the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
But I also agree with you.
Wedding.
It's your wedding.
It's your
you
day.
You do whatever you want on your day.
I had a couple people tell me you should put your dad as a groomsman. What?
Oh, people do that, but yeah.
I've
But
never
you don't
heard
have
of
to.
any of this. And why? I'm not doing that. It'd be awkward. My brother and dad, my dad rarely and me talk, and my brother hasn't talked to me in years. So it's just such an awkward thing. I'm like, I'll leave him out.
Well, I think you made the right decision for you.
That's what I want to do.
Yeah.
And I was limited to 6. So, I mean, if I could bring 20 groomsmen, they would come. Of course, they'd be in the lineup.
So has she announced her 6 bridesmaids yet?
Yeah, she has them all on the website.
On whose website?
Our
They have a
website.
wedding website.
Do you have a registry up?
Yeah, it's up there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I can put that link up.
Oh my god.
Wait, but what's the website again?
I think it's rambay.wedding.
Oh, cute.
There's a .wedding?
Yeah.
No way.
It's with the knot, but yeah, it's .wedding.
Ray and Bay .wedding? They have a that's a
No,
thing?
Yep, that's it.
Yeah, that's it. I spelled Bay
Got
wrong.
it.
How you spell Bay?
B-A-E.
Not B-A-Y.
Yeah, it
It
was
was
just
called, like,
Ray and
Baywatch.
Bay. I know. I was like, I was typing fast.
Is .wedding a real thing? Like,
Yes, .wedding. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you pay $14. You own a website for a whole year. It's pretty awesome.
wow.
Oh, this is so
There
cute.
it is, Ray and Bay. Look at our story. Click our story. I'm going to read this. Proposal. Oh, there's blank.
Oh,
Dude,
it's
you got to
not
like
filled
fill
in.
your page
It's,
out.
Wow,
there-
that's
it's
cool.
under construction,
We
Bobby.
don't have a webmaster. We're doing this stuff on the weekends.
It's a template.
Okay, so under groomsmen, 3 have been announced. And
Billy
then
Ray, not Billy Ray Smith. He's from Arkansas. Sorry. Billy Ray Smith played football in Arkansas. Billy Smith, best man. Eric Dodd, groomsman. I can say these names, right? It's on the website.
Yeah, I don't give a rip.
Tristan Slater, junior groomsman. And so you're still filling out 3 more. Do you want to announce one more right now? You don't have to.
Do it right.
When are you holding it? What are you holding out for?
Well, obviously because it's funny. Because we have Twitters and Instagram, so it's actually funny. It builds drama.
Okay.
If I wasn't on the radio, I'd probably have already announced them.
Okay, do you want to announce one more now or no?
I mean, I can. I just kind of think there's going to be just a tad bit of drama. So if you want to do it right now.
You just said you wanted it.
I want to, but are we just ready?
But just one more. You don't have to do all of them.
Maybe tomorrow?
Okay. I'm gonna put
All of them tomorrow or one tomorrow?
one. Well, why are you so nervous about this?
Because honestly, the way I'm telling these people that they're my groomsmen is they have to chug a can of beer. So it's like that would be the thing. So it's
What?
like I don't.
So
have,
your junior groomsman chugged a beer?
he did a juice box.
He did a juice box.
He did a juice
Ray's
box.
12-year-old cousin's drunk on Instagram.
Okay.
Okay. And why is it going to be dramatic?
Just because I mean,
who else?
I hang out with you guys all the time. I would hope that one of y'all thinks that maybe one of y'all is in the lineup.
Oh no.
Or all
I
y'all.
mean,
in the
I don't
lineup.
think I am.
Yeah, I don't think I am either.
I mean, I expect to be.
I don't think I am. I mean, although I did pluck you out of nowhere land as an intern and take care of you
But
from your.
Lunchbox, was Ray in your wedding?
No.
Okay.
Oh, I didn't think
Ray
about
didn't
that.
even go to the wedding.
Yeah, Ray didn't go to the
yes,
wedding.
he did. He showed up
He was
drunk.
at the reception.
The reception.
That's not
very
the wedding.
tipsy.
It's true. He did show up. Ray should have wasted.
I mean, his girlfriend had to feed him food. He was so wasted.
Bay has a.
Wait, hold on. I'm not done with Ray. I'm looking at him right now. He looks really
Okay.
awkward.
Yeah, he
He's
does.
like, don't press me on
No,
this.
just because I'm mad at myself, I should have brought the beer. So I have nothing for the person to chug. So
We can find a beer.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there's a beer in this building. They have Beer Cart Friday or something.
They do have that upstairs.
They get off work on around
Right.
here. They get beer cart Friday.
Right.
No, man. It's
Big-
crazy.
Okay. You want to do one tomorrow?
yes.
If somebody has to drink a beer, I personally don't think I'm in, but I'll drink a beer. Can you imagine?
That's your first
I've
drink.
never had a beer.
Get
No,
outta
give it
here.
to me. Okay. Tomorrow we'll put one down?
Absolutely.
All right. Put Mike D, make a note. Tomorrow's going to be a crazy show because Amy's cousin, who's a psychic, will also be on tomorrow
Yes,
doing
she'll be back.
a psychic reading again this year about me. Last year she did one and she nailed a lot of the stuff. So we'll get her back too. Okay. And Ray's you can check out Ray's website. I mean, I guess you got a free plug here, right?
RayandBay.wedding.
Mm-hmm.
The registry's up in case anyone wants to add to that.
So Garth's daughter is the maid of honor, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
They've been best friends forever.
Garth Brooks' daughter is the maid of honor in Ray's wedding.
Does that mean?
Blame it all
Hey,
on my...
does that mean that one
greatest
of the-
wedding singer ever.
Wow.
Oh my God.
No.
that'd be amazing.
Groomsmen.
Oh, it's Garth.
Oh.
Come on, guys, think big.
Oh, that'd be hilarious.
Who else are these bridesmaids? Let's see. I don't know. Anybody? Any other country stars?
No.
It's a heavy wedding here. All right. Thank you, Ray. Well, Ray, good luck with you, bud.
Thank you.
Let's do Maren Morris, The Bones. I see we have a bunch of songs up here. Let's do that one. I'm going to pick one. I'm going to pick that one. Hey, don't forget if Valentine's Day is coming up in your life and you want to get someone something special, our Pimp and Joy line, which we don't keep any of the money. It all goes to various causes that we work with, and we try to help. There is a pink Pimp and Joy line up at bobbybones.com if you want to hop in on that. Also at 9 o'clock, local time coming up, we're putting up, speaking of charity, we're doing a charity thing at my gym, a charity boxing. So we're going to do, by the way, you don't have to fight anybody. It's a bag.
Oh, okay.
People think you're signed up and you go and fight somebody.
No.
It's not a tough man competition.
It's like a fun
It's
workout.
a workout.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Because I have a few boxing gyms in Nashville, which, by the way, we are so focused on keeping these places clean. I'm such a clean freak. And I tell the people that work at my gym, I'm like, hey guys, people come in and it's gross or there are germs and they get sick, they're going to blame me. I'm Mr. Clean. So we're sanitizing that stuff down. Probably a little too much. How often do you wash your hands?
Well, every time I go to the bathroom.
I probably
I don't know if I'm at the kitchen sink if I'm cooking.
Probably turn it up a couple. If you walk by a sink, I think you should wash your hands. If you walk by a sink and you have 30 seconds, you should wash your hands because you're touching things all the time that are just covered in E. coli.
Okay.
All kinds of bad bacteria.
I don't feel like that's necessary. but
No,
okay.
it is. I'm
You
telling
do
you. That's all I think about. I don't even touch a door. If I don't have long sleeves on, it's summer sometimes, and I have long sleeves on today. If I can't open a door with long sleeves with handle, I don't even open the door. I'll just stand by and wait for somebody else to open it. Unless I go right to a sink and wash my hands. Now, a little bit, I'm OCD-ish. But
Right.
scary to me, man. Before you know it, I'm going to have a coronavirus.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to be in here telling you guys about it.
Of course.
No, you're not going to be in here if you have it.
True.
Thanks.
Probably be at my house, quarantined. It was so bad in China right now that people are quarantining themselves inside their own cars.
What?
Whoa.
Because there's not room for them other places. So they get quarantined in their own cars. Isn't that crazy?
I don't know why this is the best place, but I saw that if you're flying, like if you have to fly this week, just know a window seat, they said, is the safest from coronavirus. Because I guess if you're not in the aisle, you're not, like in the window,
Or
you
any
can at
virus.
least, like,
I saw this too, but any, like
Well, I
the
guess-
window seat is kind of the place where there's not a bunch of floating germs.
Right. And then the first thing I do when I get on a plane is turn the air vent off. I know, even if it's hot, like I don't want that air blowing right on me that's just circulating from all the other germs in the plane. Turn that off.
And people are like, well, why are they talking about the coronavirus when people are dying from the flu? More people have died from the flu. They just don't know what the coronavirus is doing is why. The flu, we know what happens. We know how to combat it for the most part. We know the
And
symptoms.
unfortunately, people pass away from the flu every year.
This is new, and
Yeah.
the reason it's such a news story is because they don't know enough about it yet. Where it came from, really, what it's going to do, how it's traveling.
And there's rumors it came from biochemical lab.
And they didn't share it, and now they're
Yeah.
blaming it on our fish market.
Yeah.
Scary.
Yeah.
So that's why.
Yeah, and I get a lot of texts. Talk about the flu. It's killing more people. But we understand the flu. For the most part, we know what the flu does to us. We know how it spreads. We guess, right? A lot of the times to get the flu shot. If they offer me a corona shot today, well, like a
different kind of
different
corona.
corona.
Yeah.
I would probably go and get one.
Really?
I'm weird about that stuff, though.
Wow.
A pair of moviegoers in Nebraska were hospitalized earlier this week after they ingested cleaning fluid that had accidentally been mixed into their drinks, police say.
No way.
It's crazy.
The two women had gone to see a movie at the Alamo Drafthouse Cinema location in La Vista. During the time, they had also ordered cocktails to be inspired by the film Ford versus Ferrari. Upon trying the drinks, one woman said she could feel her lips burning. She got up, went to the restroom. Both she and her friend began vomiting.
Ugh.
So here's what happened. You tell me if it was an accident or not, okay? Because it probably was. But although my mind goes, I wonder what they're up to over there. Because it probably was an accident. The cleaning solution that was at this movie theater, they had put into a repurposed bottle where they had like alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
And so they thought it was alcohol. By the way, why would you put... It's just a weird thing.
Like if you ever, I repurpose bottles at my house. Like I put bleach in an old bottle that once was like a safe spray that's not bleach, you know? But I rip the label off and I write bleach in black marker.
Put the
so that
skull and
now
crossbones on it so you don't drink
now
it.
I know that's bleach. But I mean, yeah.
Baker further claimed that the cleaning solution was being stored in a repurposed alcohol bottle. I'm looking at it now. Not alcohol, rubbing alcohol. Looks like a
liquor.
wine bottle or something. It says Palma. Palma pomegranate liquor bottle. He also identified the cleaning solution as a beer line. Anyway, that was the mix-up.
Yeah. Which is unfortunate.
What happened to them? They just threw up. Bad night.
If anything, maybe lost a few pounds.
Stop it.
But do you sue? I don't. I always am curious what people would do because I'm so not.
I'm going to say that they won't have
litigious,
to because I bet you that theater
They
goes,
pay.
hey, we're going to give you this.
settle.
Sorry about that. Let's settle.
Free movies for life.
Probably more than that because they did get sick.
Unlimited popcorn.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Free drinks, always.
Lunchbox was telling me about a story at Whataburger where this employee was arrested. What happened with him?
Well, so someone went through the drive-thru and they went home and they were looking at their credit card statement and there was $800 worth of underwear purchased from Macy's. And they were like, we don't ever shop at Macy's. So they call and they had ordered it online and the person said, yeah, this is the guy's name or the address it's going to. Well, they went on Facebook, found him like, that's the guy working the drive-thru at Whataburger. And
He was saving all their credit card information.
They called police, and when he was arrested, he had a backpack on him, and in the backpack was a notebook, and he had a list of credit card names, number. Like he was whenever people would pay with credit card, he'd write it down in his notebook and give it back.
Oh, wow.
Why would you do that? Why not take a picture of it?
Oh, yeah. Good
That's
Put it
a
in your
good
phone.
point.
Yeah.
Good point.
He didn't want the evidence of.
But it's
of-
quicker to
you
take a
can't get in
picture.
a phone. Yeah, and you can't get in someone's phone.
Also, what is he doing with the underwear?
Was he buying boxer briefs
That's a lot
or
of
like?
money.
Well,
You
it
know
says
what?
underwear and pajamas.
There are a lot of levels of this.
Like, I need to
Me,
know.
I'm going, why is the guy doing it in a dumb way, writing it down? And Amy's like, what's the deal with that 800 pounds? What was underwear?
$800.
$800 worth of underwear and pajamas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe he was selling them.
I did.
Yeah, maybe.
Two of our favorite places, Alamo Draft House and Whataburger.
Yeah.
Folks,
It's terrible,
just let us down
man.
right there.
Gosh.
I was on the plane flying back from American Idol taping in Hawaii, and I'd rented 3 or 4 movies. It was a long last few days for me because I flew. It took like 12, 13 hours to get there. I worked for 2 full days and then flew back. It took like 12, 13 hours to get back. And so I rented a bunch of movies. The only one I watched was Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. I didn't watch any of the others I talked about because I felt that would be so stupid that if I wanted to turn it off, I wouldn't feel like I was missing anything. And I was just so tired. I was kind of fading in and out on the flight. And it was actually pretty funny if you watch any of the other Kevin Smith stuff. But I didn't watch Ford versus Ferrari.
And then you didn't watch the other one.
I didn't watch Anastasia.
Oh,
No,
Eric
Estrada.
Yeah. I was so wishing
Because
I could
you
get
told
your...
me-
I know, but
you
I
told me
want
it
to
wasn't
see
good.
Well, I don't know. I watched like 5 minutes of it. It felt like an hour.
I did. I did watch a David Crosby documentary. I take that back.
Oh.
Yeah.
They good?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Especially if you like Crosby, Stills, and Nash, that kind of stuff, old classic rock.
Yeah.
But I didn't watch Anastasia because I didn't.
Well, I just wanted to see what you think.
Well, you told me not to watch it.
I do say not to watch it, but I mean, what?
Listen to this. Here's the Rotten Tomatoes on Ad Astra, is what apparently what
It's
it's
the
called.
Brad Pitt astronaut movie.
The critics is 84%, really high. The audience score is a 40%.
See?
It's rare that something has that, that different.
Normally, the audience is higher than the critics, I feel. But this one, they're spot on.
Yeah, you agree with this one? You guys can call us if you want, 877-77-Bobby. I do have a real fun picture from my Hawaii trip for American Idol. They buried me in the sand, and it's Lionel Richie over the top of me with my head buried in the sand.
Yeah. How did that happen? Like, I mean,
Yeah,
how
were you really
how
down
long
there?
did that take?
Yeah, because I posted on my Instagram story. I was like, you guys think this is photoshopped? And I posted me actually in the sand. Well, before I got there, they dug a big hole.
Right. Oh, okay.
And then I got in the hole.
No way.
And then they put a thing like over you a little bit and then put sand in the hole. And then it's a bit for the Hawaii part of American Idol. Well, it was a good work trip. However, the day I traveled back, because I left at night that night. And so I had the day to go walk out by the pool and stuff. I'm not a big pool guy or a beach guy, really. But I'm out by the pool, and I'm beat up. I'm in a tank top, haven't shaved. I have this Mickey hat on that I'm wearing now. And I'm walking over where they're doing the results. And because this is called the Green Mile, where they cut 40 to 20. And so they cut a certain contestant, and the contestant got so mad I wouldn't talk to the camera. And so rushed off. And I'm not dressed. I'm not mic'd. I got logos on my clothes. Every part of me was wrong. And they were like, we need you to mic up and go talk to the contestant because he'll only talk to you. Because I get close with these contestants. Like, I'm not only helping them decide what songs to sing or what arrangement it is, but I'm also like a life coach to some of them because they came from a background like I did. Some of them, it's their first time going to a place like Hawaii or a big city or first time being on a TV show. And so I got called. They called in the lefty.
There you go.
And I had to go and like talk to him and bring him back and tell him that mostly that the sun's going to come up tomorrow and how he reacts today is a big part of how he's going to feel about himself forever. That we have a lot of times in our life, most times in our life, we don't get what we're aiming for. We don't get it. It's, kind of the calluses that you create, that, what you learn when you don't make it. And also it was because he was in a pretty bad place. I was like, what are you going to do? He said, you're going to be mad, but you're going to get up tomorrow, right? You're going to start back again, right? Are you going to give up? Because if you're going to give up, just go be butthurt and go away. But if you're going to continue this journey, you take this, see what you learn from it. Sun comes up and so will you. And also, we're basically how we react when things don't work out for us. We all react fine when things go our way. When things go our way, it's easy to be in a good mood. It's easy to be positive. But it's how you react when things don't go your way. That's how you become a better person, is how you are to people who did make it when you didn't. Your sportsmanship. And I had an issue with this for a long time where I was so competitive that I hated everyone at all times. But it really, if you can a bit separate yourself and go, man, am I going to be proud of myself in 3 days from now or a week from now at how I'm acting right now?
Good
And
advice.
just had that talk with them. And it was like, I know you're really upset right now, but sun's coming up tomorrow and you're going to get up with it. And also tomorrow, you don't want to look back and go, man, I wish I would have just been nicer to people. I wish I wouldn't have reacted so poorly. And if you can, on your bad days be a little bit better, on your good days, you're going to be so much better. And so that was the talk. And then it was good, but I just wasn't expected to get the call. It was an off day for your friend over here, Bobby. And
yeah, you're in the hot tub and stuff.
I'm over there getting.
They give you that stuff. Like when they call you in, do they say, "Hey, Bones, this is what we want you to tell them," or
No.
do you come up with all this stuff? Like
I was just wondering the same thing. Like,
No,
does
they
he
give me
just have
nothing.
these in his back pocket? Like,
They give me nothing. It's not. I don't have anything in my back pocket.
the
This is just
sun
my.
will come out.
This is just my life that I've lived.
you busted out an Annie quote.
This is.
What's your bottom
Like, that's so
dollar
good.
till tomorrow? But the calluses, I mean, you
This
have
is-
a lot of good like analogies and
Yeah,
sayings,
dude.
like something in you's a little prepared to that, or you just
No,
say
I've
it?
just lived all this life of rejection. I told him, I said, you want to see someone's been rejected? Me, in every part of my life. I'm not supposed to be where I am because I've been told no, even what I'm best at on the radio. I think I applied for, I just said this before, like 25 jobs and I got no to 24 of them. Whatever that number is, I forget the number at this point. With TV, I used to fly back and forth from Austin to Los Angeles and Nashville to Los Angeles and beg for meetings for just anybody to take me for any TV show whatsoever. When I started doing American Idol, I was losing money. They took me for one episode and I had to just do just a good enough job for them to go, oh, we like that, come back. And now I have a really good deal with them, like a great deal with them. So my point is that if you want someone to be rejected and someone that's not supposed to be where they are, it's me and us. And so, but nobody's supposed to be anywhere. You only get what you work for. And that was the conversation we had with them. Like, okay, I've been rejected a bunch too. Your life's not over. A lot of people, look at, and with Luke and Lionel and Katie, you don't think they were rejected 1,000,000 times?
Yeah.
So, and you don't appreciate anything if you get it all the time. I think I would, like I said before, I'd rather be Oprah than the Queen. Oprah grew up, had it tough, but can appreciate because she did have it so tough. Yeah, she's a billionaire now. I think she's a billionaire, right? Wouldn't you assume?
I'm sure she is.
But she grew up rough, so she knows the difference. The Queen, you're just rich your whole life. You don't know how awesome you have it because you never didn't have it awesome. I know that's a double negative, but I appreciate now, and I say a lot that I appreciate how hard I had it growing up because I now, at this stage in my life, know how good I have it and how good I can help other people have it. I can now empathize with people because of the struggles that I've had, and I'm so grateful for them at this point. Anyway, that was a conversation I had.
Good stuff.
I hope they use it. You know what's annoying?
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be annoying.
Sometimes
Yeah.
I will work, and this is just when you're not the main person, you go and you show up, and I'll put in 12, 13 hours, and they may use 30 seconds of the work that I do. Sometimes they use none of it, and that's up to them. I know what I'm paid to do, go in and do my job. I bring them tons of material. Sometimes they don't use it, and good for them. That's up to them. I can't be frustrated at that. But sometimes I'm like, dang, man, hope they're going to use this. Because that's pretty much nailing
If
it.
they don't use it, you're like, okay, just save that for later.
Well, if they don't use it,
again.
I'm just like, well, it wasn't right for right now. But it's not my
Right.
job to tell them what content to use.
Mhm.
If I'm not Luke or Lionel or Katie, and I'm not, or Ryan,
Yeah.
I show up.
I mean, but you're in all the pictures with them.
I know, it's pretty cool. I'm on the billboards this
So,
year.
I mean, yeah.
Oh, you're on the billboards?
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
I show up, I put in my work. My job is to show up and do the work. It doesn't have to get on the air. But if it does, that's nice. But anyway, okay, am I done?
Yeah. I mean, if it doesn't show up,
will come
you'll
up.
wake up tomorrow
And do it again.
Depends on how you handle it.
And I have a good attitude.
Yeah,
And,
and
I'm
you'll
in, I'm
have-
like, I'm getting paid to do this work.
All this stuff you've gone through is like the calluses on your hand.
That's right. Made me
Prepared you
tougher.
for where you are.
Now you're making
and
fun of
now
me, but okay.
No, I'm not.
Uh-huh.
I'm soaking up what you're saying.
The sun will
Come
come
up tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar it tomorrow.
There'll be sun. Just thinking about tomorrow.
All right, thank you.